A Bag of Marbles is a memoir by French Jewish writer Joseph Joffo. It recounts his experiences as a young boy during the Nazi occupation of France in World War II. Set against the horrors of the Holocaust, the story follows Joseph and his brother Maurice as they attempt to escape persecution and survive in a world torn apart by hatred and war. It is a tale of courage, innocence, brotherly love, and resilience of the human spirit. The memoir begins in Paris in 1941, a city still relatively untouched by the war that had already devastated much of Europe. 10-year-old Joffo lives a happy and carefree life with his family. He enjoys school, plays games with friends of both Jewish and non Jewish backgrounds, and spends hours playing marbles, his favorite pastime. These marbles later become a symbol of his lost childhood, representing the innocence stolen by war. Joffo's peaceful world collapses when the Nazis invade Paris. The German occupation brings severe restrictions and terror for Jewish families. Though the Joffos are secular and not deeply religious, they soon face the brutal reality of anti Jewish laws. When Joffo is ordered to wear the yellow Star of David, marking him as a Jew, he trades it to a friend for a bag of marbles, an act that shows his inability to understand the danger he faces and his desire to hold on to childhood innocence. Realizing that their lives are in danger, Joffo's father decides to send Joseph and Maurice on a dangerous journey southward to the Zone Libre, a region of unoccupied France. He instructs them to conceal their Jewish identity at all costs. The two young boys set off alone, guided by courage and their father's words. They face hunger, fear, and suspicion, but are helped along the way by kind strangers, including a boy named Raymond, who helps them cross the line of demarcation into the demilitarized zone. Eventually, the brothers reach Menden, where they reunite with their old brothers, Henry and Albert. For the first time, they see the sea and experience a brief period of joy and freedom. Their stay in Menden lasts 4 months, offering a temporary sanctuary from the violence and persecution in northern France. Later, the four brothers move to Nice, where they joyfully reunite with their parents. But their happiness is short lived as Hitler's armies advance further into France, seizing territories once considered safe. The family is forced to move again, and Joffo and Maurice are sent to an Italian run camp for boys called Maison Nouvelle. For a while, they live there in relative safety. Though the Nazi presence continues to grow stronger in neighboring regions, their luck runs out when they are captured during a visit in Nice. The brothers are taken to the Hotel Excelsior, which serves as Nazi headquarters, and nearly sent to a concentration camp. They are miraculously saved by the intervention of a compassionate priest who risks his own safety to protect them. During this time, they learn the devastating news that their father has been arrested and deported to a camp, a fate that ultimately leads to his death. As the war continues, Joffo and Maurice travel north again to find their sister, but realizing it is unsafe, they flee to Aix-les-Bains in the French Alps. There they live quietly, Joffo working in a bookshop and Maurice in a bakery, waiting for the war to end. When peace is finally restored and Paris is liberated, the brothers return home. They find their father's old salon and reunite with their mother. The joy of reunion is mixed with sorrow as they learn of their father's death in a concentration camp.